Alright, y'all, so let's say that Luffy is put into the same situation that Shanks is. He's going to the Marineford War, and, it's kind of wrapping up. Things is looking kind of overwhelming for the pirates right now. They're kind of about to get wrecked completely by the Marines because Akainu's on one and he just don't care no more. If Luffy was to pull up in that same situation, say that Luffy wasn't in the situation in the first place, but like Luffy is Shanks at this time, does he have the same kind of clout that could stop this war from taking place? Now, without spoiling any things for the anime-only watchers, we do know a little bit more about Shanks and his backstory, his family, and the ties that kind of like make a little more sense for him pulling up on Marineford and just kind of being able to shut things down. As well as we know that Shanks is not a force to be reckoned with at all. We've seen him take people down completely without little to no effort. This dude's just busted. And honestly, if Luffy at this current time in the story was to pull up on that same situation, I'm gonna say, yeah, I honestly think that he can stop the war from taking place. And this is because they fear Gear 5 so much and it's so unpredictable. I think they're like, man, honestly, we both gotta just kind of cut our losses at this point, and I don't think that we want to take on the Emperor Gear 5 Luffy. Not to mention that Luffy has all his allies that he could bring behind him as well. It's almost like they're gonna rehash a whole war if they was to take on Luffy at this point in the story. He's just kind of like getting nasty at this time. If they was just to have him individually pull up, I think that kind of like, they would fear him a little less, but they still gotta respect bro. And if Luffy was to pull up with himself and his crew, I mean, the Straw Hats is nothing to play with, so I think that they would really have to pause even without him bringing his full allyship. But if he was to bring all his allies, yeah, absolutely, war is done. Bring his crew, absolutely, war is done. Luffy as an individual character, they're going to respect him, and they're going to probably not necessarily want to end things, but I think that they would have to be like, yeah, bro, we're going to have to just cut it, because Luffy is something nasty. Stop the war.